This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by AC Plant and Turf.
Start of spring, less than a week away. That means it's time to get serious about the grass, and the question is, how is your lawn looking? If you're not happy with it, it might not be your fault.
Yeah, our area is a tough one when it comes to growing a luscious lawn. The good news is, though, it is possible, thanks especially to our friends at AC Plant and Turf. DelmarvaLife's Katie Cirilli tells us more.
The beautiful beaches, the down-to-earth people, the relaxed small-town living. There's plenty that makes the peninsula we call home so easy to love. What's perhaps a bit more difficult? What goes on with our grass?
We are right at the southern part of the cool season turf grass world and the northern part of the warm season turf grass world.
Making our area a tough one for turf, according to Travis Pitts. He's the operations manager with AC Plant and Turf.
You're dealing with things like crabgrass, weeds, pests, and that's all just above the surface. We also deal with a lot of issues with the soil on Delmarva. Very sandy soil profile in this area, which doesn't hold much water and it doesn't hold much nutrients either.
That doesn't mean, though, that having a healthy lawn is a long shot. The team at AC Plant and Turf is committed to helping your greenery grow. That starts, according to Travis, with soil samples.
We're looking at individual soil samples, pulling tests on each one of our customers' lawns, looking at things like potassium, phosphorus, soil pH, all trying to make sure they're in balance and being able to succeed for the lawn in a whole.
Treating each lawn with individualized care is clutch. Travis says it might surprise some that even two lawns side by side can be composed completely differently.
We see it all the time. Yep, we've got several thousand customers. I look at each and every one of those soil samples individually and make recommendations. So I can truly say, just because you're on the same block does not mean your soil is exactly the same.
And when it comes to product, Travis and the team at AC Plant and Turf invest in the best. They then use these resources in a timely manner so as to get the best results. In the months of March, April, and May, they'll be applying pre-emergent herbicides.
This is designed to keep any crabgrass or weeds from actually coming up in the lawn whatsoever. It basically binds itself to the soil profile and hinders any weed seed from germinating and coming up whatsoever.
And there's something special about the fertilizer they're using.
We also put down a special fertilizer that lasts for several months out of the year. Not a quick release fertilizer, but a very slow release fertilizer, which is super important because of that sandy soil profile that I mentioned. That's going to basically spoon feed the turf with low amounts of fertilizer.
Months after the pre-emergent herbicides come the post-emergent herbicides.
Basically our contact herbicides, the weeds have emerged, they're in the lawn, we'll come out and actually treat that with a liquid application, and then that product will work itself through the weed or crabgrass plant and actually take it out within probably 10 to 14 days.
The whole program takes about 9 months.
Your spring applications, we do 2 apps between March, April, and May. Then we have 2 summer apps between June, July, and August, and then 2 more fall apps between September, October, November. So it's really a 9-month process for the whole program to take place.
For those interested in getting started in that process, all it takes is a phone call.
So we've got account manager, Zach. He would take that call and set up an appointment with you, come out, do a lawn evaluation, see if it's a lawn that's ready for us to come out.
Of course, the evaluation then determines what's next. Travis says they can bring vibrant green lawns to homeowners across Delmarva, but folks ought to be patient.
I always say to customers, give us 2 years to kind of get things into shape. So that's probably a good benchmark to get it up to our AC Plant Turf standards.
It's clear that Travis takes this stuff seriously, and it's special for him when others do so too.
I've obviously loved turf grass, but being down here in Sussex County, I think a lot of the retirees really make it sort of a pastime when they come down here. A lot of new construction, a lot of people with a nice irrigated lawn for the first time, and they really pride themselves on keeping the mowing lines perfectly straight in the lawn, keeping the edges weed back perfectly. They really manicure it. So it's nice to work with clients that truly have a passion for it just as much as I do.
And that common goal means more green all over our already picturesque peninsula.